we got a dead scroll in this. Now it's mechanically screwed. It's not electric. So the way this is set up, put this over here. Get you guys a little bit closer. So what we got is service valves here and here. So what I can do, and this is an unloader with, down here there is an isolation valve for the unloader. So what I can do is just shut that unloader valve down here, shut this service port, shut this service port, and we're gonna unbolt the compressor without losing any of the charge. This has a decent amount of refrigerant in there. And I checked this the other day. It's mechanically messed up. It's not electrically messed up. And the oil and the refrigerant do not smell bad. So this makes the life a lot easier. We don't have to pretty much recover all this refrigerant. So we're gonna front seat this valve, and then all we're gonna do is recover in the refrigerant that's inside the compressor. So basically just what's in the case and this little 3/8 line here. So the only thing though is this compressor weighs a ton. So first thing, we just gotta make sure that these, since I'm not gonna put my gauges on here yet, or do I want to put my gauges on here? I'm trying to think vacuum wise how we're going to vacuum this. We also don't have a disconnect on this system, so we're going to put one on. It's amazing that a week ago, this weekend was like what was it, 10 below? Yep. 10 below, and now it's 60 degrees out. I'm in a short sleeve shirt. Makes perfect sense, right? So if I front seat this, it's, yeah, okay, all right. So we're gonna put our gauges on here, and what this will do is when I put these valves all the way front seated, it blocks off the lines into the unit, but leaves this port open to the compressor case. So that's only about 125 psi in there right now. And then what we can do is put the new compressor in there, get the new compressor running, then we can pump the system down to the king valve and then replace the dryer. And then we'll just have to vacuum the system after that. That's seated, and that's seated, and then there's a valve down here. It's just a quarter turn refrigeration ball valve. And that's closed off. By the way, this is yours. All right, so now we just recover the refrigerant in the case, and then we can disconnect everything. All right, so now we can start disconnecting this. What we're gonna do is just start somewhere, and we'll start with this here. This is the unloader, and I might get a little puff of refrigerant just from what's built up in the oil. There shouldn't be anything often that. Just from us agitating the oil. Might have a little bit of liquid built up into it. It's a possibility, but yeah, it's not coming out of there. All right, so that's out, and then we pull the probe off of the top. It just fits in to the head. I'll kind of loop that up there for right now. These guys here, let me grab a pair of channel locks. And take this guy off. Off. And let's take the discharge off. I might have, you know what? Let's see if my big adjustable fits that. Probably not, right? Yeah, no. Okay. Just seeing. Actually, I've been liking these guys. These are Japanese Lobtex brand adjustables. They are actually the best adjustables I've used so far. And I usually buy the used tool guy in Waltham. I usually buy old Uticas and things like this. Is a Fairmont. I think I have the Utica in the bag. I usually buy those because they're they usually hold a lot better than most of the new ones. And thing I like about these Lobtex ones is that they're pretty thin. All right, we're off, we're off, we're off. We're all disconnected, except for my electrical, which should be some screw terminals behind here. Yep. Simply undo these guys. There's actually a lot of water in there. And our belly band, our heater here. Which I don't know if it'll be easy just to disconnect the wires or try to feed this up over itself. It's probably easy to disconnect the wires. Give it the heave. Oh, jeez. All right, she's out. Oy. All right, just gonna put the feetsies on this thing. I don't know what the weight on this thing is, but it is not light. Hunky-dory. Alrighty, so we're gonna get this sucker in there without ending up with 3 Adam's apples. Would be nice. Different front electrical plate there. Did I lose? Yeah, I did. I lost a spacer. I don't know where it went. Oh, still on the ground. So these have these little spacers that allow you to use a fully threaded bolt so you don't squish the rubbers down too much, because you actually want some flex in this to go. Did you find it? Oh, okay. No, sorry, I'll get out of your way. Yeah, go ahead, drill. Nods in. Give it the Ugga Duggas. caps off and save them because they got to go on the old compressor because that is warranted. So unfortunately, we won't be able to cut it apart and see what the hell happened to it because it is warranted. And these got little grease and schmoo on them, but they should come right out. That needs an O-ring. The O-rings are should be in these ones. There is a blank off kit for these that come with the compressor. Yeah, that has an O-ring to it. And this should have an O-ring in it. And it just fell out. They do give you extras of these. I'm just going to double check the old compressor and make sure that they're all in there. And they are. There should be a, yeah, this is the blanking kit for in case you need to blank this off. And there should be a little O-ring in here. And there is. Draw out some oil off the old compressor here. Alright, let's put some oil on my finger. O-ring lives there. I'm going to oil up the face of this one and the face of this one. And we tighten her down. You can use Nylog on these if you want to. I usually don't, but you can. Like I said, just drop oil on your finger and your threads. It's usually good enough. Drop oil there, drop oil there, drop oil there. Make sure that the old gaskets are still in the old compressor. Make sure they didn't stick. And then we tighten her down. I think this is short adaptive. What are you? Yeah, it's just an adapter kit that we don't need. Okay, just making sure. I keep calling this an unloader. Technically, that's not what it is. It's a liquid injector. So I know somebody already went down in the comments and said you got it wrong. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. Alrighty. Let's let that for a sec. Line you back up. Come on, you. There it is. nice and snug. So now we need a backup wrench, so we don't tweak it. She's tight. She's tight. Sorry. I mean a fucking elbow here. Alrighty, that's good. Take this off. Huh. They're not pre. Well, isn't that annoying? That's not pre-scored. I'm scoring around it with my utility knife. There we go. Hopefully these are labeled 1, 2, and 3. I think they are. Get in there, you little monkey. Yeah, they are. Alright, so now all I gotta do is put my gauges back on here, and we're gonna vacuum the case. Then we can open up the valves, turn the unit on, and then we can pump the whole system down and change out the dryer. So that is the plan. So let me grab my vacuum pump, and we'll vacuum basically the case in this line here. Okay, so we got this all vacuumed now, and we're just going to open the valves. We actually installed the disconnect on the outside here, so you can shut it off on the roof now, which is nice. So I'll go ahead and I put the bulb in the head here for the liquid injection valve there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is make sure that this is tight, which it is. Take off this cap, and there are 2 ports on the outside of this unit, one on the liquid, one on the suction. So we're going to let this run. We're going to front seat this. This will block refrigerant into this receiver. And those 2 ports over there, I can use my gauges to actually help this pump down faster by bypassing the coils downstairs. So let me switch these around. Pull that off. And hopefully, if we did everything right, the compressor should start, and we should be running in the right direction. Yep. Running in the right direction. Okay. I'm just gonna crack the high, crack the low. Sight glasses emptying. Oh, you wanna do me a favor? Yeah, just manually hold in that contactor. Yeah, go ahead. Good. And we're right at 0. So I'm going to open the gauges here. And we're good. So now I can unsweat this, or unbraze the top, unbraze the bottom. We'll replace Mr. Filter Dryer. I'm going to move you guys out of the way so I can get in there. And actually, I'm going to shut the suction port off on the compressor too, because there's no quarter turn valve on the suction line. And that makes sure that our compressor is isolated also. That should be more than enough for this, I think. It's only 5/8. Yep. Yep. Yeah, they're right there. They're right there. Come on. Go. Alrighty. Yeah, it actually went in pretty good. It's like maybe a 1/16 of an inch, or about an 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, the bottom's all the way in. Yeah.
Want to do the bottom first?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the bottom first. Where's my, oh, my rod's right there. Too much. Wind is killing me here. That's in. He's good. Whew. Yep, should be good. The only part that I couldn't see was like right up in that zone there, but I'm pretty sure I got it. I'll get a mirror or something. Look, should have a mirror in here. Yeah, I'm gonna vacuum right. Oh, 7 years bad luck, man. Nah, I got it.
Broke the mirror?
Yeah.
Still on video?
Yeah.
Good. Well, that was John. You broke it. Bad luck for him, not for me. Hey, ho! I already got bad luck.
All right, so that's in place. Everything's in place. We're gonna vacuum the lines here and here, and then we just need to open up the king valve, this quarter turn valve, and the suction on the compressor, and hopefully we should have the unit back up and running. All right, so we have the vacuum on. We're holding, doing what it's supposed to be doing. Right now I'm looking for my service valve wrench that you just had. What did you do with my wrench? You didn't give it to me. He lies. It's in your hand.
No, this is the one I just took out of my bag.
Where's the one I just handed you? Did you put it back in my bag?
No, I have it, son. I just literally.
Where's the one that you closed that off with?
I gave it to you.
Oh, it's in my pocket.
I was going to say, 'cause I just took this out of my bag. So you work on that one over there.
I got to go home. I gotta go home.
You didn't front seat that.
No, just gonna back seat that. The cap's up here, I think. I'll be all right. The cap's right on top of that disconnect. We're back seated on that. And open and sealed.
All right, what's the pressure set?
I think we set this last time. Let me double check. 10 with a 10. I think we tested it. We tested this last time, so. Time clock is set. Okay, so we're holding. A little smudge on that guy, huh? Yeah, so we're holding. And you want to go? Yeah. A vibration, eh? That's just. Oh, I got a liquid injection valve. Okay, the sight glass is clear. I'm going to try to block some of this wind. The sight glass is clear. That vibration you're hearing is basically just this wall right here. That's the vibration, but everything is running. We're going to let this run for a little bit. It's all the electrical. We installed a disconnect here, so you don't have to run up and down that a little roof hatch 20 times to try to shut it on and off. We gotta let it run a little bit. We'll check the amperage. Right now it has a decent amount of load on it because it hasn't been running in a day. This, like I said, unfortunately fortunately for the customer, unfortunately for us, is a warranted compressor. So it's gonna have to go back to the supplier. So we can't cut it open and see exactly what happened to this, but obviously we had a mechanical failure. So just gonna let it run, make sure everything pulls down to temp, does what it's supposed to be doing, and we're gonna call this job done after.